Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Last time we left off, we found out that Prosecutor Blackwell's execution date is tomorrow. And that's just not good. And Pearl's going to help us in investigation and help us with cleaning our office and all that. But then we found out that Aura Blackwell was holding people hostage using the robots. And that she had a special prosecutor to help us with a retrial. And, look who it is! Freaking Miles Edgeworth. Chief Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. And I love the music. You just gotta love it. Let's talk to our buddy! So what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captor chose me as a prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown. You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thanks. I appreciate this. I could really use the help. Oh, thank you, Edgeworth. Oh, man, you're a bro. I love how we hate each other in the first game, like, for a good chunk of time, but... well, now look at this. I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was a psychologist, Dr. Metis Sykes. Metis. Well, I still never pronounced it properly. Okay. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see. Oh, God. What a terrible way to die. This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. Okay, well, we're taking a look at those in a little bit. I also have the autopsy report for you. We'll take a look at that later as well. The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Dr. Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage site in the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Dr. Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. And, yeah, I mean, I wonder how you felt about that, because, you know, a fellow prosecutor going and, you know, being found guilty for that. I heard his trial was over in a flash. Well, yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him, too. You know, the security camera video. And the photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall. But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? Well, to this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right, and there's another aspect of the case that was never really revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right! How on earth do you know about that? Director Cosmos told me after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets. No, you haven't. At least from what I remember, I could have sworn you always babbled. Ah, whatever. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell as being a spy. They think he sabotaged a rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution? It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence. Let's do it together! Yay! Evidence time, or, I mean, investigation time, I'm not talking about. Edgeworth! I'm just happy he's here, huh? But now I'm like a little kid, like, hey, Edgeworth! Alright, so we can begin investigating. I guess this big robot thing first. This is one heck of a robot. There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judge Tron. J202. I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it on the photo from 7 years ago, either. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh? But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo. Well, yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there, too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. Yeah, before the launch, the moon rock was stolen. It was stolen, but then I think we saw it again in something we just saw very recently. I think you guys know, or may have an idea what it is, but whatever. Huh. So it's very important at the space rock, huh? So the person who stole it, you think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. But that can't be right. What do we got? Wait. Yep. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench. Mr. Nick, I think this would be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor? That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect this capsule discovered a body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me... So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Huh, they never used it, did they? Or... Huh. Oh, yeah, that's, right when we walked in. Edgeworth, do those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag. How did you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Yeah, he's kind of being weird about it, but, you know, let's just leave him be. Let's see. Oh, can't even use that. Okay, look at that. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Oh, it's Clonko. That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Wow. Kind of cool. It's like, you know, well, gotta charge up. Hey, look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around. I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know, we can have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us. I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. Oh, come on. He wouldn't do that, would he? What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe? It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs. And there's a spike ball and giant drill on the floor. Oh wait, that's Phoenix. There's a spike ball and giant drill on the floor too. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction? Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something. I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street, doing just that. I better not think about it anymore. Before it becomes a reality. Is that it on this side? I think so. So let's switch to the left here. We'll start with that. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. That's what how she saw it, like the murder, the apparent murder, or whatever. Yeah, the apparent scene of murder right there and then. So. Yep. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Little column A, little column B. What is this huge thing? It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body laying on it. There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it. Pearls! Don't touch the... Oopsie. Oh boy. Hey, it's moving! I don't know what the hell it's doing though. Is it making a robot right now? This appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick? Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Oh no, no, took it away. Aw. Cool. Oh wait, so it's just gonna keep going. Oopsie daisy. Looks like no. Don't do it again. Okay. So interesting. There's that. Aura's desk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me. Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up. Wait, before you do. Oh, yeah, she was her mentor pretty much, wasn't she? I should have a picture of her. It's Dr. Sykes. Clonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're gonna hit me, please avoid the face area. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused. Huh? So he calls Dr. Sykes Mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura? With the loss, she exhibited severe catecholaminergic imbalance. Words. Big word. Catecholaminergic. Shoot, I just had it and whatever. I'm just gonna stay too long on this. I gotta keep going. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying, and then take out her feelings on those around her. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her a Mama Aura. Before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonko, huh? That murder destroyed so many lives. Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Ponko and Clonko. They're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Okay, I'm sure we'll read that in a little bit. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. What's that supposed to mean? Kinda sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So, what do you think, Wright? Any ideas? There's still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. And after all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right? Right, Edgeworth? What? He did? Yep. He called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. Disbarred. Oh, his request, huh? Alright. So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back. Yep, the Blackwell case. Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Ah, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. What, being a pianist? Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. Remember from the very beginning? That's who he was talking to. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about. Good for you, Phoenix. My freaking DS is about to die. Dark age of law. The dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever before. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. And a year after that, the prosecutor was found guilty of murder. Wait, do you mean... That's right. I was talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. Yeah, although we were kind of like forced. Not say forced, but like we didn't know we presented false evidence until it was too late. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other. Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. It's just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him? The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots? It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want to retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Sobbing Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence. And then maybe she'll release the hostages. I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation? Yeah, but I'd like to tell you the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I talk to Athena. She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center. So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, It'll be good to face you in court again. Yay! Just like old times. Memories. I don't know. Let's just keep going, because I feel like we're close to a to be continued, so... Yep. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Mr. Wright! Athena! And Pearly, too! I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. And because you're my friend and I was worried about you. Well, thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either. Really? Who else? I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's alright. But there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Okay, so let's hear what she has to say. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum. Right where the culprit fled to? Oh, that's not good. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. It must have been hard as hell, yeah. Just, jeez, yeah, no one, oof. So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and they weren't letting anybody in. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyway. Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it? I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket. The jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes? Well, yeah, because we see that huge gash right there. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow, but I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind that rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave? How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? Oh, I was out until about noon the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the boarding lounge too. My mind went almost slip and fuzzy because my memory's vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means... what if I'm the one who killed Clay? I think it's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anybody else? See, that's the problem. I mean, nothing's in our favor here. What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing? Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots, or companions. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow, robots that can understand people. I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work. She never paid any attention to me. Oh, jeez. Oh, sorry about that, judging of all that old stuff. No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Well, now I feel even worse about Athena, man. Dr. Sykes, come on, she was your daughter. Oh, and by the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones? Yeah, the big goofy-looking things, yeah. Kinda looks like bunny ears or something. I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me were with our widget. And this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too. So that earring is actually a piece of the moon rock. Interesting. I better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. Okay. Present the paper. Paper. So, red robots of heart. Oh, I got. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I gotta click present and then do it, and then give it to her. I forgot how to play. Oh, the Panko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab. You seem to really love Panko and Clanko. Well, yeah, my mother made them, and I grew up around them. You know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo, too. See Panko's bandages? I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it might help it get better. What a weirdo I was. It looks like there's something written on the bandages. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Panko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she could put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked like magic to me what she could do. A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. Okay, now let's go ahead and ask her about 7 years ago. This video's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long one, but whatever. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages? I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Yep. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait. So wait. Did you know him back then? Yes. He used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask her advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow. Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming like he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about? She heard the voice of his heart. You were only 11 then, right? You were only very brave just to give testimony. Pearls is right. You did the very best you could do at that time. But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl. Small and ineffectual. Even if I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. Closed up. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. Well, that's because one day I just came to realize I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. Oh, and we got a new one. Why you became a lawyer. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. It doesn't seem like Athena knows. The Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow. I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themes Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. And he mentioned it too. He's like, for her sake, or for that person's sake. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say? No, I can't tell her. How could I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to back then. If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Oh, I thought you might be here. Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble. We are? What is it? Oh, I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Oh no, but this is an emergency. It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Oh, my phone. It's from Trucy. I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No! Wait! We still have more time! Besides, all the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter's first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think? No! Don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do. No! The cruelest injustice is about to befall us! No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us. Wait a minute. Maya? Holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have really been something, although weird is part of the course with you. A courtroom? Blew up! That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all! Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her? Hold it! Those are the last words. Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed. So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway. We're ready to start the trial. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber. Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick. I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. I didn't exactly pick the place for his astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven?
My brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending.
What? Not? Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on charge of murdering her own mother. You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass.
What?
See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright.
What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I? Did I kill my own mother? No! No! Whoa, what the hell? No way. It can't be true. Mr. Nick, what's the matter? I see 5 black psych locks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark, black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. Oh boy. Wow. That was... Oh boy. I don't even know what to say there. I'm just like... Oh boy. I'm just repeating what I'm saying here. Black Cyclops. Where have we actually seen those before? Oh crap. Wasn't in Apollo Justice or was in Trials and Tribulations? Oh, crap. I think we did see him before. And yeah, like the Black Cyclops are like, hell no. You can't do anything about those. And just the way Athena looked, you know, like super like traumatized and like fearful. Why would she kill her mother? I mean, no, that can't be right. That just doesn't seem right. Regardless, we will go into the retrial tomorrow, or, well, the next episode, with prosecutor standing as as Edgeworth standing as a prosecutor, and Athena being the defendant, trying to prove her innocence. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. In any case, guys, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. I'll see you guys later.